I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Ready?
Let's get it.
Yeah. Nope. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
I'm Gene.
Yeah, and that is Gene again. All right, you guys, welcome to another episode.
Gene won't leave.
Yeah, we tried, but it's
Sorry,
such
my
a
truck broke
such
down,
a-
so
Fine.
such a
Okay.
pleasure
You're
to have
allowed.
him here. Yep.
it's been a
So it's been
privilege.
great. No, I'm just kidding. We love you, bro.
Yeah.
We love
Every
having
2
you here.
minutes, is it time to do the podcast?
Yeah, so no, we're happy that he's here. So our brother's truck is
I'm
in
the-
maintenance right now.
I'm
and
the very little sister today.
yeah, you're doing a very little sister thing. But this is my baby though. This is my baby. Mhm. Yeah. So get away.
Oh.
All right. So
They're so creepy.
yep. So as usual, we're gonna start it off with telling you guys check out NFTs at OpenSea.io
You're Vanna.
/DM DM Whites. Because you said Vanna.
And
And
he went to white.
Yeah, that was DM Whites. So DM Whites.
So it's a Freudian racial
Yeah,
slur?
what do you want me to say? Look, you started it. DMWATS, oh, sorry. DMWATSpodcast.com. Catch us on all the streaming services. There you go. Just like that. Thanks, dear. Doge to the Moon. We about that AMC. And okay, yep, and bring it on down to Sheba. Yes, thank you.
You're
Thank you,
scaring me. You do
And
better at pointing than I
You're doing
do.
a really good job at the
He's-
pointing thing. He is,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's-
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And
scary.
we are also about to say Thomas. It's not up there, but we're also about to say Thomas. So we will say welcome once again, guys, to another episode of DMWATS podcast. We have to tell you guys that one, I don't know if you guys have been noticing. I'm pretty sure you got to be a fool not to have noticed the tornadoes going on in Kentucky.
Oh,
That it went on in Kentucky. Was it 4 hours?
They were awful.
yeah.
There was a
And we-
four-
We are praying for
Oh,
everybody. that's out
absolutely.
there.
It
We
was-
are praying for the families and
Mm.
everybody that's out there.
Well, tornadoes in December. I mean, not
Yeah.
that they can't happen.
what?
It's just, it's not something that's heard of.
Mm.
And I hate it. I hate seeing all the stories and everything. And I just feel bad.
Yeah, just like every time we put on the news, there's a different, hey, somebody lost this there, this person there, somebody like, man, give me some of this people survive, show me the survivors. And so it's like,
And for those of
it's
us
just
in
bad.
Tornado Alley, I think we can all agree, like, check where you work.
Mhm.
And I get it's where you work and you've got to, but you've also got to think about safety
Yeah,
at all times of the year. And if you don't have a proper tornado shelter, and
Yeah.
you'll know, or if
Yeah.
you don't have a plan,
Go to your nearest church or that has a basement or a friend.
don't let
or,
people tell you that you're going to get fired
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
leave.
yeah, there's this
If
tornado
your
warning.
because the human instinct is to run.
Yeah.
All animals, their instinct is to run. It's fight or flight.
Mhm.
And if you have that flight kick in, you need to go.
Yeah, you need to listen to it. If it's time to go, it's time to go.
Don't let people tell you differently.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And then moving up to us, where we are in Kansas, meanwhile, it's like 60, 70 degrees in
Yeah.
December. You know what I mean?
And we have wind warnings for
right.
2 days away.
For what was it? It was
It's for-
Over
40
60?
Yeah, it was like 40 to 60 miles per hour
Yeah.
winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what is happening.
We were going to hang up Christmas lights.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Can't do it.
Not anymore. And definitely
Can't
not
do it.
putting out our Santa in the yard.
No.
No.
We
Uh-uh.
definitely not putting
No.
our Santa out in the
No.
yard. I'm like, nah, we definitely
Oh,
gonna
I'll be the Santa.
no, to blow you
No?
away too.
Yeah,
It's-
okay.
I'm
All right.
pretty.
Actually, that'd be a great podcast. Just give him a mic. He'd be like our very own Al Roker, just leaning into the wind.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
give you the step-by-step,
Mm.
weather report
It's the Portuguese in the wind.
Yep. You'll
on
be
the 30s
you'll be Al Roker. I'll be Ollie.
on the
I'll
top
be-
of
I'll
the
be
hour.
Ollie.
It'll be
Okay. All
I'll
right.
be out. It's
okay,
gonna
all
rain.
right, cool.
It's gonna rain.
But seriously, folks, it's going to be really windy.
Mm.
It
It's gonna-
really
it's gonna-
is. So,
So if
kinda
you're in our area, if you're in
Yes.
Kansas, period, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be going all over the place.
yes.
It ain't just gonna be where we are.
No.
But you guys take a step back, and not only that, I think one of the biggest things that we're trying to say is be safe. Does it be safe out there? Heed the warnings, all this other stuff. The climate is jacked. No matter how you want to view it,
It is.
it is jacked, man. And people are just was a blizzard in Hawaii?
Yep.
There's a blizzard in
That's
Hawaii.
crazy.
Like a couple weeks
That's
ago, it
crazy.
was a blizzard in
That's
Hawaii.
crazy.
Like, wait, what? It's just like they
Yeah.
had blizzard warnings in Hawaii. But
Yeah.
one of the guys posted on Facebook, blizzard in Hawaii and 70 degrees in Kansas in December.
Well, it's
And
crazy when we talked to my wife
Mhm.
earlier today, and she said it's over 2 inches of rain.
Mm.
So, and it looks like it's going to be, coming from the radar. It looks like it's going to be coming, you know, to the Midwest.
Oh,
So
well, we could use that.
yeah,
we could
you
use
We
all
need it, though.
Yes.
We're in a modern day Dust Bowl right
Yeah,
now.
we're getting fire warnings. Like that's in December.
Yeah,
We're getting
it's
high
sad.
fire warnings in December.
What?
But yeah,
Yeah.
so but look, like our point is, guys, be careful. We're gonna go ahead and push it on over to the fishbowl topic.
Talk it.
I clearly cannot
Topic.
talk today. Topic. My beautiful wife is gonna be pulling out the fishbowl topic for the day.
Anxiety. I gotta
Yeah,
fight
she
through
got
the
it. Okay, all right,
anxiety.
but you got it, baby. You got it. It's look, no pressure, no pressure. And the fishbowl topic of today is
Don't touch my coffee.
don't touch my coffee.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, that is the thing. Don't touch my. And I'm glad she looked at you and not me
No.
because the
No,
Wait, no.
because you are the same way I am. I know you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
every time I say, "Would you like a cup of coffee?" Yes, please.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't touch.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh yeah.
but see,
If you haven't
I
figured
don't
it out,
like-
we're brother and sister.
but I also don't like the way you looked at me. You didn't look at me.
Why is
smiling,
that?
'cause first
Where
of
did
all-
this come from? As
Okay.
a matter of fact, it's your handwriting.
Okay, so
Wow.
What do
might
you
been-
have to say?
There was a topic that
Mm.
you said right now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right.
Don't touch my coffee.
Yeah, right.
Okay, true story about the don't touch my coffee. Yeah, we were getting ready to getting to know each other. That's all. You know, we were newly married, still getting to know each other. No, just shut
Oh,
up. we were getting to know each other. I figure, you know, we have our drinks of coffee, and I'm used to just holding my coffee mug
Right.
in my hand.
Right.
I
My-
set mine down. I have
she,
things to do.
Yeah,
Right.
she set her mug down. When you set that mug down, I'm used to, she done. Okay, cool. So I take
And
the coffee and I pour it out and
He
then start
poured
doing
it
the dishes.
out. He poured my perfect cup of
Yeah.
coffee
And she said,
out.
"Hey, baby,
It wasn't even cold yet.
no, it's not."
No.
And she was like, "Have you seen my coffee?" I said, "Yeah, the one you was done with."
Can
Yeah,
I
I went
ask-
on it.
Can I
She
ask
said,
you a
"I was
question?
not done." What?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you picked up that cup of coffee,
Mhm.
was it warm? still?
Mm-mm. It was a
Huh?
mug.
He
was
picked it up.
mug?
He picked it
No,
up by
it's
the
in a
handle.
mug. I picked it by the hand. It was
He
another.
would
never
Yeah, in
know.
the mug or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I just figured
So here's the
that
thing.
it was low
I
enough.
because we have such big mugs, like our big mugs.
Right. But was there
I-
steam coming out?
No,
Okay.
but I nurse my coffee like it's my
No,
thing.
no,
It's,
and I'm the
it's
same
a-
way.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a sip or two, set it
Exactly.
down, do whatever I gotta do. Sip or two, set it down. That's how I get through my morning. I don't guzzle coffee like you do.
Oh yeah, I goes like, hey,
You're
Oh.
just sitting there and you're
I just
constantly
be-
just
yep.
sipping.
yeah, I
And I'm
do.
not that person.
I
I,
like
enjoy my
Wow,
coffee.
dude, I commend you.
Yeah, I mean, it's well,
Even
since
though
we're
it's
on the,
steaming hot. and
yeah, I mean,
everything
but
like that,
we're
I
well,
can't do that. I mean, we just gotta sip it.
no, you need to
know?
understand. I can't do it either, but I do it.
He can't, but he
Yes.
does with coffee.
Yeah,
Wow.
coffee though, but this one knows she will give me my coffee, and if it's fresh, I know it's fresh.
So let's be honest. Yeah, that was happening when we were getting to know each other, but you did it a few months ago too.
Yeah,
And finally I yelled, "Don't touch my coffee ever. Just don't touch it."
yeah. Apparently, this is a thing. The wife is like, "Look,
That's my
leave my
thing.
coffee alone. Leave it
Don't-
alone.
You can have everything else. You can touch everything else. You can taste anything else. Don't touch
My coffee."
my coffee.
Now, since we're on the topic of coffee,
Mhm.
I'm glad we brought that up. So, favorite coffees, which we already know. the one that-
Cinnabon.
We already. I was getting at that. So, Cinnabon. Who was that made by? I don't know. who
I
it's
don't
by,
care.
But there's
It's in, a,
Cinnabon.
it's in a Tiffany blue box, and it
Yeah.
is. Yes,
Yeah,
it's made by
Cinnabon,
Cinnabon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cinnabon coffee is amazing. It tastes like Cinnabon. It really does. What about you?
Colombian.
You're
So,
a
do you drink
Colombian guy?
what's that one? The yellow.
The cafe
It's the yellow and black.
Cafe Bustillo.
You
Yes.
drink? You like that?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's so
Look, I'm
good.
gonna tell you right now.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
were like going on 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and you're like, man, I just need to pick me up.
Right.
So be prepared to stay awake for at least half the day.
It doesn't matter how much
Yeah,
sugar,
I'm gonna tell you,
sweetener,
don't
equal
matter.
one. It doesn't matter.
don't matter.
Awesome.
It is.
No, it is. It's awesome.
That stuff will keep you awake
Yeah.
Yep.
for some hours. What's it
Yeah.
called? Cafe Bastillo.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he had never had it. And when we were in Miami, remember?
Yeah.
I was freaking out, and I was like,
Oh,
"You gotta have
Miami.
this." We were in
Oh,
a
dude, yeah.
carnival, and I was like, "You gotta have this coffee." And then we brought it back to
Here,
yeah here, and
Ralph.
Ralph
Yeah, he was
drank
like-
it, and he was like, "I can see
he's like,
sound."
I can see sound right now. It's
He's like, "I don't know what that was, but I
He
can
was-
see sound."
He's like, I can see sound. So okay, well, let's go through them.
What's
Start-
yours? Wait,
start-
what's yours?
You know you took mine.
Oh,
What is
no,
it?
I
Cin-
did.
You literally know you took
did.
What
mine.
is cinnamon?
Yeah, but I do also like because I went to Turkey.
Oh
they-
yeah,
there's
you
this
like
Turkish
Turkish coffee. I
Turkish
like
coffee.
Turkish coffee too.
What is that one that remember that one year that you had it shipped?
Oh, you talking about it was the brown?
Yeah.
That was the it was made by Coke. It's made by
It's
Coca-Cola.
Was
Japanese.
it coming from Chinese?
Yeah, it was
or-
coming from Okinawa.
Japan,
Okinawa.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
my God,
brown
best
can. It was
coffee.
really delicious.
Oh,
Holy
that's right.
crap.
You were
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
Yes.
You was here when I
Yeah.
got it. When I got it in the
Holy,
mail. Yeah.
you could drink
What's
it
the name
cold
of it?
or
Yeah, I
hot.
cannot. I remember.
Oh
Shouts
my-
out to my homeboy Casey Southern. We really appreciate you
Hi,
sending that.
Casey. Thank you.
Yeah, sending that to us, man. He did.
And it comes in a can, like a
Yes.
Coke
Yes,
can.
it was awesome.
can. And it
Best
was
coffee that I ever had.
it was already done with like the pre-sweetened and
Yes.
cream, the
Yes.
creamer in it.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was perfection. It
Yeah,
was
I am
the
looking it up.
perfect coffee.
I
And
am
you could drink it hot or cold. It was
Yes.
so
it didn't
good.
matter. It didn't matter.
It was a brown can, wasn't it?
No,
Uh,
yeah,
yes,
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
no,
not seeing
that ain't
it.
it. That ain't it. But it wasn't. It was like a brown can.
But they don't sell it in the States. At least I haven't
No,
seen it.
No.
no, I haven't seen it.
Even
yet.
though it's a Coke product.
Isn't that weird?
It's so crazy.
Georgia
we-
coffee.
Georgia
There
coffee.
you
It's
go.
Georgia coffee. I don't think that's the one, but that's who makes it.
No,
It's
but
Yes.
you're
Georgia
right.
coffee.
Georgia
Yeah.
coffee.
It's Georgia coffee, and it is freaking amazing. Anything Georgia coffee is
It is.
amazing.
It
I
was
will
really
tell you
good.
that one
Shoot,
was.
last time I was here, we were just drinking it like
Oh yeah,
We were
2 or
kicking
3
them back.
times a day.
And I was like, man, see, I'm waiting I'm waiting till it gets to be a year so I can reach out to Casey again. Like, hey, buddy, look, man, like I said, same deal. I send you some money. Can you please just send me
$2 kick in.
Yeah,
Please.
please send some more. I'm telling you.
We need a
But,
truckload.
yeah. So true story. I was stuck in Incirlik, whatever you pronounce it, Turkey.
What's that? Oh.
Turkey.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
turkey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was stuck in Turkey because my plane was made in the 50s that I flew on the Air Force plane. It's made in the 50s. We got stuck in Incirlik. We broke in Incirlik.
Wow.
And so we went downtown, and sure enough, they gave us this Turkish coffee. Pretty good stuff. That's not the first time I had it. That's the second time I had it. It was Remembrance. But the
But
first
good.
time I had it, I was actually in Kuwait
Oh.
when I had it. And I was downtown, and I don't drink coffee, but in Kuwait, it's like an insult. Like every time you go for a meeting or in somebody's home or whatever over there, it's customary they offer you something to drink,
Wow.
like either tea, coffee, and it's an insult if you like, no, I'm good. So you gotta like pick something, water.
That
tea,
is
yeah.
awesome.
So I was like, well, I guess I've been tired. So I'll try the coffee. And sure enough, they was like, hey, this is Turkish coffee. Little bitty cup. I mean, just a little bitty
It is.
tea
I've
cup.
had it.
Almost
It's
like
very,
that
an
espresso.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very tiny cup.
Very tiny.
And I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And they was like, no, you don't get it.
Wow.
They like sip that, and whatever
Sip
you
it.
do not drink the bottom.
Nope.
Right.
Do not drink
And
the
you'll
bottom.
know because
You'll-
I've had it and they said don't drink the bottom. I go, how do you know?
That-
Because
Right.
I'm a
Oh,
coffee
you'll-
drinker. How do
yeah,
you know?
You'll know if you
Oh
drunk
no,
that bottom.
you'll know.
You'll know if you drunk that
And so
bottom.
I kept
Wow.
sipping it. I'm like, am I done yet? No. You'll know.
You'll know because the grounds.
All of a
and
sudden
stuff
you
that-
get a mouthful of grounds.
Yeah, it's like grounds at the bottom.
Wow.
But you're not
And, like,
thinking anything
syrup.
of it. You're like, all right,
Sure.
whatever. So I went down there with my supervisor at the time because I was such a low rank.
Sure.
There was like, you got to take somebody higher ranking with you. I said, okay. And he
So
had
this
the
is
Turkish
like
coffee.
the earlier days of.
Oh
okay,
yeah, I was like,
okay.
this is probably easily in the year 2000 when I went.
Oh wow.
Mhm, probably the year 2000.
2000.
Why does that seem so far back though? Huh?
Because it is.
I know. I'm just saying. You ever think that 2000? You would be like, yeah, that was way back then.
2000.
Yeah. So sure enough, I was in Kuwait. I know 2000. I know. Trust me.
21 years ago.
Yeah. The year 2000. And
I'm not old.
I was over there and they was like, yeah, don't drink the bottom. So my supervisor was like, he's an avid coffee drinker. I'm not. I just, I'm just sipping some coffee. He's like, man, there ain't a coffee alive that I ain't been able to handle. And it was like, sir, we think you shouldn't drink. He was like, I'm good. He drank the entire thing, bottom and all. He was like, those grounds taste pretty good. So they was like, they were just shaking his head, looking at him. Now imagine these guys, they were Arabic, and they were looking at him like
drank the bottom.
you don't understand what
Right.
you've just done.
Yeah.
And they was like, Americans, okay.
So
we'll see you later.
what happened?
Okay, here's the thing. So I'm driving us home, and I was like, man, it was. So what'd you think? Oh, I had a good time, didn't you? It was a great time down there. I really got to go down there again. I was like, so, so do you feel anything? No, I feel great, man. I feel like the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life. This feels amazing.
And
So,
this,
okay,
this happened at night.
this was us going back. This is probably like 6 or 7. Us going back to the base because we were downtown. We're driving back to the base. Now, when we had the coffee, it was about like 2, and we're driving back to the base around like 6, and he's still, man, I'm gonna tell you, we really gotta get down there. You guys are all right. I mean, what do you meet them guys all the time? Occasionally, you should probably invite him. He should probably be invited to the base. Pretty sure you can't. But he was like, so we get to the base, gets better. Get to the base. I'm like, all right, sir. I see you later. You know what? I'm gonna be up. You know, like, why are you I'm going to the gym. You want to go to the gym? Nope. I want to go to bed. Okay, I see you in the morning. I'm like, all right, sir. The next morning, I see him. He's in his uniform, the same uniform that he hadn't washed his uniform. He hadn't, because he put his uniform back on when he got back on base.
No way.
Same uniform. And I said, sir, like, I go into work and I go into his office. He's like, Davey, how you doing? How are you doing? I said, I'm doing all right. I said, so you okay? He said, I have not slept at all. And what? So he said, I have not been to sleep. He said, I am scared to close my eyes. You understand? I said, well, they told you not to drink the bottom. I now understand why you do not drink the bottom. And you listen to me very carefully. Get me as much of that coffee as you possibly can when you go down. I was like, he was dead serious. He had not slept. I was like, bro, I think you may get thrown in jail if you bring that to America. I don't even know if that's like straight coffee. What is that, crack they sprinkle in there at the bottom? I don't know.
It's gotta be.
I was saying, like,
So I have a friend in New England, Alice, and a lovely lady, and she reads Turkish coffee grounds.
Really?
And so that's how I know. Yeah, that's how I know Turkish coffee. And so I'd go to her, and she would read my coffee grounds, and she'd brew it in the pot, the whole bit, and we'd just be sitting there hanging out, having a good time, and she'd give me my coffee, yeah, and then she'd always say, remember, don't drink the bottom. And then I got used to it, and so I do that, and I'd go through a little bit of bout of the heart flutter and the oh my god, I can see everything so much clearer.
I'm telling you.
And then I would get to just where like one coffee ground would get in my mouth, and I knew
that one coffee ground.
I knew that was my bottom. And I'd go, okay, Alice, and I'd set it on the saucer, and it was a tiny little cup, and I'd sit it on the saucer, and I would hand it to her, and then she would take it. She would check to make sure I was at bottom. She'd take it and flip it directly on top of the saucer and let it sit for about 2 minutes.
And
and then you pick up the coffee cup, and I shit you not, there are pictures.
Really?
There were always pictures. I saw tornadoes. I saw snakes. I saw wolves. I saw everything. And she would sit there and be like, okay, so your son in this and your ex in that. And oh, look, you're going back to Kansas. No, I'm not, Alice. Guess where Misty was 3 months later? Back in Kansas.
Where Misty is right now.
Back in Kansas. So not only will Turkish coffee pump you up, it'll tell you your fucking future.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. I always loved it.
Yeah.
I adored her. She was the sweetest lady. And she was so good at what she did.
And it's crazy because you can't find original Turkish coffee. Like
yeah, and she always had it.
Yeah. And
but it would come through like Cuba or something. I forgot how she got it.
It's not something you can like Amazon and get Turkish coffee, because you're gonna get like if you go to Amazon, you type in Turkish coffee, you're gonna get like buying a Snickers. That's what it is. Like here's Turkish coffee. It's like, no, it's not.
No, it's very distinct in its taste too.
Wow. It is very like when you ground that is not something that you just like, I'm telling you, you take that like.
And it wasn't like you got to have, because you're getting your grounds red. So it's not like I got to have cream and sugar.
Yeah.
So I had to develop that taste. And no, that's what I was there for. And you get wired.
You get wired, dude.
You get really wired.
So what would you say is your best coffee that you've ever had then, James?
Well, okay. I'm just like an old-fashioned guy. Folgers does it to me.
Maxwell House.
Maxwell House.
If it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But in California, not only you have Starbucks because Starbucks is too expensive.
Yeah,
It's so
and it ain't really that great.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I said that. I said it. That's-
okay, look. So I'm a coffee person, and I
I
used to
see
have
it.
my own coffee label, and I
Mm.
had to train my palate for coffee. And the reason why some people don't like Starbucks is because it is a Hawaiian coffee base, a lot of it, and it's over roasted,
Mhm.
and that's all it ends up being. It has
Yeah.
that kind of edge burnt taste, but it is a Hawaiian roast
Yeah.
base most of the time, which is a stronger flavor. So I
Yeah.
just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, because
Anyways,
I feel like the people listening
Continue.
have either changed the channel, like, we ain't listening to this shit. You what he said about Starbucks?
they're over there going, you coffee nerd, you Java jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
so what do you like?
what were you
from
saying, Jane? I'm
Starbucks?
sorry, I didn't mean to
Jane.
interrupt. Little
What we do,
sister
welcome to the
interruption.
podcast is what we do.
No, and it's what would you say? Unedited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did say that.
Un-
Unscripted
unscripted.
and definitely unapologetic. Go on with it.
Dutch Brothers.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys have Dutch Brothers
No.
here.
We don't
I
have
don't
it
think
here,
so.
but she
No.
had it for the first time.
Excuse
I
me.
had
But
it for the first time.
huh?
I had it for the first time out there.
And
We loved it, except
I adored it. That's the problem. I really loved it. 2 sips in, I was like, yeah, and I got the macadamia.
right.
It's a macadamia white
Sure.
chocolate
Sure.
Yep.
cold brew. It was so good. By the 5th sip, my tongue was swelling because
It's good.
yeah. She had to be
No.
like allergic to something.
I
or
had an
something
allergic
in it.
reaction to the
Sure.
macadamia
Okay.
because my nut allergy.
Yeah.
Yep. So
there is that.
it was crazy.
I'm
because she was
allergic to
loving it.
black walnuts.
Yep. And she
Oh,
yeah.
no
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. So I don't know, it's something about the macadamia.
Yeah, so I developed an allergy, and then it went to walnuts, which Christmas is very hard for me because I loved, the Christmas fudge and the
Oh my
cookies
God,
and
I
all that.
love
Yes,
walnuts.
exactly. And so then it moved to where I can't have anything that's not a processed nut.
Mhm.
So it has to be salted, baked, fried, whatever. If it's a raw nut, I can
Yeah.
eat it. It
Yeah.
doesn't
No
matter.
kidding.
It doesn't matter if it's an almond, which I love, or a cashew, or cashew's not really a nut, but still,
Yeah.
anything that grows on a tree. Pine nuts, I got to be careful with stuff like that has pine nuts in it if it's not processed
So
right.
if you have to crack it and that's
I
fresh,
can't have
you
it.
can't have it. Like
and I
peanuts?
raised
How about
exactly. They have to
Oh
be
my
roasted,
gosh.
salted. They have to be cooked in some way.
Wow.
And I raised Devin on that.
True
So-
story. Your wife sent a box of candy.
Oh
Hi,
yeah,
Carrie.
we got.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi,
Hey,
Carrie.
Love you. Missed you.
We got.
Be home next week.
Yeah.
Or mother was sharing her C's with us
Mhm.
or something. It was the C's candy, which
It's
I
called-
love.
it's called See's candy.
Oh, Yeah.
Pretty
that-
good candy.
Yeah.
Which it's my because
Yeah.
I grew up on it,
Yeah.
and he was eating it,
Yes.
and he's like, "Wow, this is like there's something about this one thing he
Yeah, one
picked up."
piece of candy. I was like, I can't put my hand on the taste. But I was like,
Yeah,
he was like,
he's
what does it taste
"What
like? I
does
said, I
this
don't
taste?"
know.
And I was like, "Is it like dark? Is it this? Is it salty? Is it caramel?" He's like, "No, it's familiar, but I don't know what it is."
Wow.
And so I was like, "Huh, let me try." And I walk away and I grab it from
I'm
him,
reading the box.
Right. It's the
Yes, you
assorted.
did.
and everything went into slow motion. I'm going in to take the bite to see what I see, and all of a sudden I hear,
I couldn't
just like
say
that.
no.
He couldn't say
I
no.
couldn't.
Don't eat it.
Yeah.
He couldn't say
He said,
anything.
"Bah."
He
Yeah, I
was
was
just
like,
like,
I was like,
"Ah!"
"Ah!" She was like,
Just
What?
to get your attention.
Yeah.
and they got everybody's attention.
And I go, "Why are you yelling?"
Yep.
And he goes, "Walnuts, walnuts."
Oh
And it had
my
a walnut
God.
in it.
Mhm.
And I started laughing.
That's what that taste was.
And
It
our
was-
3-year-old granddaughter is like, "Papa, why you yell?
Yeah, exactly.
You scare me, Papa."
Yeah. No yelling.
And I was laughing. I was like, "Honey, he was trying to protect
Mm.
Mimi. No yelling."
No yelling. Oh my
Yep. And
God.
so it was scary because that's all I could do. But I mean, but I'm sorry. Anyway, Dutch Bros. We
Yeah.
really liked it though.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it
Dutch
made my tongue
Bros.
swell. I actually had an allergic
Yeah.
reaction, and I was really fucking
yeah,
pissed.
we were
because it was
sipping it.
that good.
Where were we? We were still in Oregon when we
We
that
were in
time.
Oregon when we had
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
it's the West Coast thing.
Yeah, it is.
You
It
know,
is. It
Dutch
was depressing
Brothers,
because we
yeah.
was like, man, it's actually pretty good.
So what's your drink at Dutch Brothers?
Just a regular coffee
Just
just
a
doesn't.
good old-fashioned.
Yeah. Oh my God, it does it for me because it's
Yeah.
It's good and strong, and it keeps you awake. Because I was into rock stars.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a
Truck
truck
driver.
driver.
Yeah.
But rock stars, it's
bad
not,
for ya.
It is. It really. Red Bull.
Did
and
you
Not good
crash
for
through
ya.
that or
What's that?
Rockstar? Do you
Oh,
crash?
I
Is it
do.
a hard crash?
Yeah, it is a hard crash.
Really?
With me,
What?
it's different with
Everybody,
everybody.
yeah,
else,
yeah,
Okay,
Sure,
Some
but for
people
you, it
can-
wasn't
can-
healthy.
but me, it wasn't. So, and I'm trying to lose weight, and
Mhm.
I want to be healthy and everything. But I love rock stars.
Yeah,
and,
you
and, and
do.
it was the sugar free. The
Mhm.
white cans.
And rock stars taste like grapefruit juice to me, just straight grapefruit
I
juice.
love rock
I
stars.
love-
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah, but y'all you
besides
got those-
monsters and Red Bulls and
Yeah.
everything.
And bangs and
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
all
the
that
bands,
stuff.
oh my goodness.
But I will say this, when we got Dutch Brothers, well, first off, the line was horrific. It was like
Right.
crazy long.
Right.
Remember
Right.
that? There were
Mhm.
2 lines. But then the kid said that if we didn't like it, it
That's
didn't matter
right.
where we were going.
That's right.
If we didn't like it, all we had to do was take our receipt and say, hey, we didn't like the way they did it. And they would have given us a free one.
Free one.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
wow.
Yeah, yeah. You
And I
gotta take it
thought
to
about
anyone.
it because I was like, I have a legit, it's not that I didn't like it, but there's something about your flavoring
Yeah.
with
How
the
interesting.
nuts. And I
Wow.
didn't do it because we were going, I mean, obviously we're going to Woodland and I knew there was a Dutch Brothers.
Right.
I was like, well, I have a legit excuse to try a regular coffee,
Yeah.
but I didn't because I got really bummed out because it was so good.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
so good.
It was good. I mean, the coffee thing.
And I love macadamia nuts. So
And it's crazy. I don't understand what
So-
it is about coffee, the craze,
Yeah.
but it's great.
Yes.
It's something
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
What were you gonna ask? Like, you were asking about the Dutch Bros or
Yeah. No, just it was just a regular coffee. I don't know what's in the regular coffee with
Uh-huh.
Dutch Bros, but it just hypes me up and
you
everything.
just drink
like
it
that.
black?
Yeah.
Is that what?
it's
Yeah,
just
I
a
drink.
good-
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I
with,
think
with sweet and low or
It's a
something
good-
like that.
it was a good quality of coffee.
Yeah, and because, like I said, I liked Starbucks in the beginning, but now it's just
Yeah, it's like okay.
okay.
Yeah, I
Then
appreciate
Dutch
it.
Brothers come
Yeah.
out, and every time I see a Dutch Brothers, in the West Coast, it's always packed.
It is.
It was
Always
It was
crazy
packed when
packed.
we went through too. It was like,
Yeah,
dang.
it's always packed.
Yeah.
Well, but I've been a coffee fiend because obviously mom and daddy both worked
Sure.
at Maxwell House.
Sure.
So there was always, and we grew up around where you could
Yes.
smell coffee.
Yeah,
Right.
everywhere.
Oh
yeah.
my God. And
Yeah.
they smelled coffee when they came home.
The
so,
whole town smelled like coffee.
Yeah.
But I remember Capio, and that was
Mhm.
the first
Oh, Capio.
incarnation
Yes.
of a bottled coffee.
Yes.
And it was from the late 80s, early
that
90s.
was good.
And it was so good.
Yeah, that was
Really?
It was so good. And then like Starbucks, nobody knew what Starbucks was, but I had visited on my 18th birthday, Seattle.
Yes.
Everywhere was
Everyone's
a
a
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yes.
And I was
Every
going
corner,
to
yeah.
every Starbucks I saw, drinking espressos and cappuccinos before they became Starbucks, with the
Mm.
venti and the this and the
Yeah.
that. And it was just
Yeah.
a normal, you got an espresso, you got a cappuccino. And it was just, I was wired for like a week in Seattle. It was great.
Yeah.
And that's where that love
That's
of coffee
that's
came from.
Is that where Starbucks started in
Yeah,
Seattle? Or-
Seattle.
Yeah. There you go.
Seattle's a coffee.
That's the home of Starbucks. Boy, that's
Another
just-
nationwide international.
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
So
Well, you know what? Because when we left Washington, and you had said like, no, you're in a home of coffee,
Yeah.
and like everywhere we turned, I pulled off for some gas, the gas station next to the gas station was like 5 different coffee the setup shops.
Right.
Remember that? It was like,
Well, and in New England, you have a Donks across from a Dunk. So you have a Dunkin' Donut across from a Dunkin' Donut.
oh, wow.
I shit you not. Like that's a thing because that's the home of Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
So I had to learn how to order coffee from there because you didn't have Starbucks on the island. You had a Dunks. So then I'd go in and I'd say, I want a medium regular.
oh,
Or you want a medium regular. You know what a medium regular is? It's a regular coffee with just the right amount of cream and sugar.
why'd you
Really?
do that? Why?
That's so
So then I
confusing.
came back
that is so
here.
confusing.
I came
It
back-
really is.
I came back to Kansas and I was like, there was a Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, I'm fine. Remember they opened the
Uh-huh.
Dunks? And I said, I went over there and I was like, I want a medium regular.
Huh.
They go, okay. No, they gave me
Oh.
a medium regular coffee, black. And I just stared at it and I'm like, well, what do I do now? Like, where's the
It
cream and
doesn't mean
sugar?
the same thing everywhere.
Oh, I have to ask for cream and
Oh,
sugar
yeah,
here.
it doesn't mean the same thing.
It was
Like,
crazy. Coffee is
yeah.
crazy. And that's why I'm such a don't touch my coffee because
Yeah.
it's perfect. I have it
Yeah.
perfect every morning.
And
And my
so-
husband brings it to me.
Yep. And I'm kind of like you though. I can have mine black, but
I'll have my black with either one equal or a sweet and low. You know,
Really?
I don't like the the regular sugar.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's
It
not a
does
sugar
something to
guy.
my,
really,
you know, it
you're
just,
talking about like this.
Gives you edge it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't like that. So I
Okay.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah. What about creamer? Do you do creamer at
I
all?
don't.
He
I
doesn't
don't.
do
Oh, really?
I do not do
Really?
creamer. Yeah.
No.
Huh.
I don't know why I don't like creamer.
I can tell you why you don't like creamer.
Why?
Fruity Pebbles.
I do like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Right?
But you don't like
It's
Fruity
the
Pebbles
best
creamer.
cereal.
That's that.
Fruity
So-
Pebbles?
Yeah, that's
Because
We
Is
call
I-
that a
ourselves.
thing?
Yes.
No. Yes, it is.
So because I love Fruity Pebbles cereal so much,
I
Yeah.
love it too.
he bought me Fruity Pebbles creamer.
It's right in the store. Not even
Where?
joking.
Any store,
Any
grocery
store where they
store.
sell creamers. There's Fruity Pebbles and there's Cocoa Pebbles.
And he was like-
there's Cinnamon Toast
Cocoa
Crunch.
Puffs?
Yeah.
Cocoa Pebbles and a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
I'm not joking. It is.
There is.
It is.
And it
Okay,
was
we're going to the store
god-awful.
tomorrow, and you're going to
It
have
was
to point that
god-awful.
I
out.
will point it out. I will not buy it. 'cause
Don't
it's disgusting.
ever
Believe me.
get
It is
the
disgusting.
Fruity
Is
Pebbles.
it really?
Yes.
Is it really?
That's why we're talking about it. Like, no,
God.
that's why I said that's why you don't like creamer. I know that's not why.
And
but
he
I'm
like
just saying.
surprised me with it, put it in
Yeah.
my coffee. I'm like, what the hell is this?
And I couldn't do nothing but laugh. She was like, "You
He's
drink it." I
laughing.
said, "Okay, I drink it." And I drunk it. I said, "It tastes just like fruit blood." This is terrible. I mean, this is one time where she wasn't like, "Don't touch my coffee." I was like, "I'm pouring it out." She
Yeah.
was like,
Right.
"Yeah, pour it out."
He's like, can I make you more? Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Not in that cup. Not in that, so.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it was bad.
wow.
We didn't try any other ones because, like I said, it's Cocoa Pebbles and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But I'm
right?
so particular about my coffee that I took the little pods, the K pot, you
Sure.
know, K
Mhm.
cups, whatever, of our Cinnabon
Mhm,
across with
mhm.
our trip because I knew the coffee pots in every freaking hotel, and their coffee's just dirt water.
Oh
It's
my
just
God,
bad.
dude, ugh.
And so I
What
would,
the hotel?
Yeah.
Hotel
so I
coffee.
would cut open
It's so
their
terrible.
filter. Here's
I
a
mean,
hack.
I have to do it because I know. Okay,
You
okay,
know, right?
it gives me a kick just a little bit. Just,
Oh, it didn't give me a
just
kick.
well, I mean, if I'm right by the airport, because I fly a lot too,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
as well. So if I'm at if I'm at a hotel right by the airport and they have that little pouches,
Yeah.
Yep.
you know, you
That you
put
put
it
in.
in the Keurig or something
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that, and,
Yes.
and it's it's always watered down.
Oh, it's
yeah, it
bad.
is bad.
But I have to have the kick
So
just a little
bad.
bit, and it gives me a kick for the next 20 minutes just for me
Nope.
to get to the plane.
yeah,
and that's
I
it.
understand.
Can't do
I
that.
can't do it, dude, because we tried.
But I cut the hack is you cut open their
Mhm,
filter,
That's what she did.
dump it out, cut open your K cups, pour it in, fold it back and forth. And if you have a flat iron, just go ahead and seal it
Mhm.
and then pop that into the coffee pot. And then you got real coffee.
Right, but first, before you do any of that, you tell your
That's
husband to have to use the
genius.
old style coffee pot. True story.
That is
I
genius.
didn't know. I didn't know he
I-
didn't know how to use a coffee pot.
I'm so used to Keurig because I started drinking coffee when Keurig's
Right.
came out with the little pods.
He didn't
Right.
know.
No, we're in a hotel. My wife was like, "Baby, can you make some coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. How do I do this?"
No, actually, we were at his house.
No,
Yes.
uh-uh.
And you were standing there looking at it?
No, that
Oh,
was at the
that a
hotel. That was at the
Oh,
hotel.
Okay.
That's at the
I was
hotel.
gonna say, if it was my house,
No.
disclaimer: we don't have a Keurig
Yeah, yeah.
because
Yeah,
Carrie
you have
doesn't.
an old fashioned
yeah.
My wife Carrie
Yes.
does not like
Yeah.
coffee.
So
Yeah, she
I
doesn't.
was doing stuff and I was like,
was, yeah, using
man,
the
I'm not
bathroom."
even smelling coffee.
Yeah.
Like I'm not,
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't even hear it going. And he's like, babe,
It's not going.
it's not going. And I said, well, turn it off, turn it on. You know,
I
I'm
did all
going through
that.
all the troubleshooting.
Sure.
And he's
See-
like, it's just not. And I go, baby, let me see. And I come
Yeah.
out and he's like a little kid.
I am
And
staring
he's
at
just
this coffee pot
staring at the coffee pot. The coffee pot is full of water.
full of water. I filled the pot up with water. I was like, nothing's happening. I don't know.
Because I
And the thing-
didn't tell him you got to put it in the reservoir.
Did not
He
know that.
thought that it would like boil and touch the filter and some
Where did
magic,
you put the
magic
water?
stuff.
I put
It
the
was
water
in the pot. He put the water in the pot.
in the pot. I didn't realize.
And I looked at him and I was like, what are you doing? Because now the water's just boiling. And he's like, I don't understand why it's not working. And I go, oh my God, you've never used an old coffee pot.
No, because I never used to drink coffee.
So
But that's our
don't touch my coffee.
That's our
Youngins.
that's our stint on coffee, guys. We went into an overall rant, which we know you guys love. So because we love coffee and we love rants. So there you go, the best of both worlds. So the best of both worlds. Look, either way it goes. Hey, look, you guys, thanks for tuning in with us at our DMWATS podcast show. We really appreciate it. As usual, we're gonna do the pointing thing. You guys can find us at OpenSea.io/DMWATS. Check out our NFTs, DMWATSpodcast.com is where you can find these all streaming services. You guys check us out on Doge. You're doing such a great job over there, Vanna. Let me tell you, and AMC, and watch us and check out the Shiba. All those to the moon, and it's not up there, but we all about they say time of life, part of that wolf pack, baby. So look, it's been an amazing show. We have loved it. But it is at that time. So signing off of DMWATS podcast, I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Gene.
Yeah, you know.
Wow, he takes up like all of it.
Like literally.
Look at this.
Yeah, this. Okay, he's gonna stay like that until we sign off.
Great.
All right. So anyway, you guys take it easy. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, Gene.
Bye, Gene.
Bye.
Say bye, Gene.